Hello there, and welcome back to Meal Kit Reviews. I've got a pair of trousers here, the new Stryke Pant by 511. Now I've had these a few weeks now, not long been out in the UK, and I must say that I couldn't wait to get this review done. I've been wearing 511 tactical pants for 7 years. Started off with the normal cotton ones, moved on to the tack lights, which are great. Then they brought out these Stryke pants. I sat back and I thought to myself, well, what is the difference? I read a couple of bits of information on them and I thought, well, let's give it a go, and here we are. And I've got to say this, please don't think that this is biased. I am biased in a way because I love this kit, but I wouldn't lie to you. There are so many changes that have been made to these pants. I think from here on in, I'm probably going to be buying nothing but these. Right, to start off with, this is the biggest change to these. It's the flex tack material that they're made out of. I've never come across anything that has so much stretch built into them and still remain ripstop. That's the bit that's really got me a bit of head scratching going on here, because in my view you couldn't have both, right? But 511 have done it. Right, I don't know how they've done it, right, but they've done it. Right, and just to give you an indication into how flexible and how these stretch, my fingers are moving apart. I'm gripping this quite tightly, and my fingers are moving about 1.5 centimetres, and that's over a piece about 3 inches wide. Right, when you've got these on, it really does feel like you're not wearing them, because normally where you sit down and you find they get a bit tight around the knees or what have you, these don't. Right, they just move with you. Right, and whichever way you twist and turn, they go with you. Right, it's a fantastic setup here. The other thing that I've got to say about, well, all of my 511 kit, is the Teflon coating. Right, my wife absolutely cringes when I get anything in this colour, because they show every mark. The first thing that happened to me when I put these on was my dog come running down the garden and jumped at me, and I had 2 big muddy paw prints straight on the thighs. And I thought, brilliant, I haven't even had a chance to wear them out the front door yet, and they're dirty. Literally within a few minutes it had dried off, and it brushed straight off. There wasn't any residue left behind at all. Right, so whether or not they go overboard right with the Teflon coating or not, I don't know. Right, what I do know is that it's good. Right, and my wife is now madly in love with these, because I've deliberately left these a week. Right, and I've washed them a couple of times before. I wore them for a week in order to shoot this review, because if you go over these, you will find no marks on them whatsoever. Right, and it's down to the Teflon coating. Right, they come out of the washing machine crease free. They are very, very crease resistant. I mean, you might say there's a few creases in these, but if you knew what these have been through in the last 5 or 6 days, then you'd understand why there's some creases showing in them. Right, but generally they are very, very good. The other changes that have been made, we've got this tunnel waistband. Now, I've seen these on other manufacturers' garments. I love this idea. Right, it's an internal, you can't even see it on these, right, it's an internal elastic strap on there, right, and this bit is separate from that, and it gives you an extra good 2 inches either side expansion on the waistband. So whatever size you get, you're looking at an extra 4 inches there, which is great. Come that heavy stopover in maybe McDonald's at lunchtime, as we're all pretty guilty of now and again. So that's one big change to these. The other change that I love, these front pockets that they've got on here. Right, now that is a Fenix flashlight. That's quite a chunky flashlight, and that just delves deep inside there. That's quite nice, right, because it just leaves just enough to grab hold of. Right, I'm sure they're designed for magazines. Unfortunately in the UK we don't have a great deal of use for those. The other thing that is, you've got one of those on the other side as well. Right, so everything that I'm showing you here is repeated on the other side of the trouser. The other thing that I like is this pocket configuration, the way that this has been cut. It's nice and wide and it's open. Right, it's given us a nice flat edge along the bottom here for things that are going to clip onto our pockets, plus it's reinforced. The other little thing is, so I'll just take that off, if you look inside here, it's reinforced on the inside of the pocket as well, so you're not going to have that wear through the pocket material. Although this is quite strong, the pocket material, you've got that extra protection there as well. One thing that I really do love about these, if you wear cargo pants a lot, the one thing that's always amazed me is that manufacturers of cargo pants generally end up putting the pockets in the wrong places for me. 511 have raised the pocket up. They've also turned it at an angle, so when you pop the tops open, your hands go naturally into them. There's no messing about having to wriggle, especially if you're sat in a vehicle, right, or if you're in a seated position anywhere. There's no real problem with that at all. So that's another big plus to these. Not too sure what it's for, right, but in the top of the Velcro flap, it's not where the stitching has been missed, because both pockets are the same and it's been finished properly. I did wonder this. You've got a little hole there. Right, it's obviously for the intention of something to pass through, like a wire or what have you. Right, inside the pocket, you've got 2 magazine pockets, again repeated on the other side. Right, Velcro works well. Right, everything about them is really quite handy. The other thing that is nice, right, not a huge amount of use here in the UK, but certainly to the people in the States, on the front belt loops. I mean, these belt loops are beautiful. They'll take a 50mm belt with no problem at all. They've also got these badge loops, if you can see there. I've just slotted that down the back of it, and the same on the other side. So if you want to carry your badge, there's a special place to clip it in there. Right, what else have we got here? God, there's so much to these. Right, the zippers, as you would expect, are YKK. Right, they do work a lot better right when you've got them on. Right, the other thing that I do like about these is when you've actually popped the flap down on the zipper, they lock. Right, so there's no risk of any unnecessary indecent exposure out there. Prim snaps, best in the world. They work so well. Also, you've got a double up button there as well. The inside, as you'll find on all the 511 pants, I say all of them, the tactical pants, I'm not sure about the others, right, you have a hidden pocket right in there for knee pads. Right, when I do my next, I've actually got a set of these knee pads, right, that I use for various things, including canoeing. I spend a lot of time in the canoe on my knees, right, they really are a lifesaver. I will show those knee pads, right, in my next trouser review, because they need to be shown, and I keep forgetting to get them out whenever I do one of these. They do work well, they fit in that pocket nicely, they hold them in place, right, everything about them is, they're great, they're specially cut, they're the right design, the right shape, and everything fits. One little niggle that I have with these, the back pockets, right, again, angled, they're beautiful, they're the right size, they're the right shape, everything about them is good. Right, I do find that when I sit down, the flaps do tend to pull open. Right, if you rub against the car seat or any seat that you're sitting in, they do tend to pop open. So, right, maybe a thought on the, if you do a Stryke Pant too, might be an idea of a couple of buttons or a button there or something, right, just to help keep that closed. That's if you're watching 511. Right, but I wouldn't let that put you off of buying these. Sorry, there are far too many positives about these trousers, right, to really put you off, right, of buying them if you had a problem with the back pockets, as I do. One thing I do like to see, and that's the loops, the holes put in the hem, right, so you can put paracord through there to tighten the bottoms of the legs up. Love to see that. Unfortunately for me, in the past I've spent hours with a needle and thread creating just that, right, to enable me to blouse the trousers properly. Right, but in general, right, they are beautifully made, plenty of stretch, stain resistant, right, I would dare say fade resistant. I'm going to do a review in a minute of a couple of cotton shirts that I've had for the last 7 years, right, and they are fantastic when you consider how old they are and also the amount of use that they've had. Not a lot more I can say about these. 511, if you're listening, they're great, they're wonderful. Could we have some more colours, please? I think they're only available in black and khaki at the moment, right? I'd love to see them in Tundra. I love that colour, right? But that's just my personal preference, right? But can't wait to see more options come out, right? Colour options, because I will definitely be there with my credit card when they do. Excuse me. Please, if you've got any questions, anything at all you want to know about these or any other 511 product, drop me a line. If I don't know the answer, I'm sure I'll find someone that will. Please subscribe. I've got a few other bits and pieces that I've got to get reviewed. If you subscribe to the channel, you'll get the email updates once they're published. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, right, and have a good Christmas.